Hey friends, it's Scott again, and I am in a program called Stellarium, and what I would like to show you, if you have not seen this before, I would like to show you the Star of Bethlehem. It's been a mystery for quite some time, but we know what it is now. We know what happened. This is not my research. I am just simply kind of like playing a cover song. Someone else wrote the song, but I'm going to play it. This comes from a DVD that I bought called thestarofbethlehem.net, where a gentleman who figured this stuff out, who spent a certain amount of years figuring this out, looking in his software program, which is a better software program than I have. However, both are accurate. He just has the ability to create videos from this time frame to this time frame and save them. I can't. I have to just keep my finger on a button and scroll through the days. So I'm going to do that for you. No matter how hard, I have to press on this button and it hurts my fingers and I'm going to need a massage on my finger. I'm going to do this for you. You know why? Because I care. I care about what you know. I care about the depths of your understanding of this universe and what God has laid out for you. And I'm here for you. All right, I'm going to play it. So, here we go. What I want to show you is, first of all, the conception of Jesus Christ. Remember, this is the King of the universe. So we're looking for king. Well, the first thing, if we're going to look for king, we see is Leo. Leo is the king. King constellation. King of the jungle. The lion. King. The lion of the tribe of Judah. King. Jesus. Interestingly enough, we have a star right down here called Regulus, part of the constellation of Leo. Does that ring a bell? Regulus? That's where we get our word regal. Royalty. Kingship. This is the king star in the universe. This is it. In Leo. That matches just fine. What else can we find? Three's a charm. Jupiter. Biggest planet in our solar system. It's also named the king planet. For obvious reasons. Well, we had a group of magi back in the day in 3 BC before Jesus was born, and they were looking for a king. They knew the Torah, and they were waiting for their king. Well, let's see what happened. We are now in June of 3 BC. This program actually has a 0 year, which makes no sense at all because there is no such thing. So it throws everything off a year. So we're actually in 3 BC because 0 BC is actually 1 BC because it goes from 1 AC to 1 BC. But for you get my drift. So we're in June. I'm just going to cruise by the days right here. I'm just going to let the days run. Watch Jupiter. Jupiter's cruising right towards Regulus. Notice what Mercury just did? Did you see that? Let's go back. Watch. Mercury just made a U-turn. Did you notice that? Pretty weird. Check it out. Watch Mercury. Like my sound effects? Thanks. I'm a professional. Don't try that at home. That's called retrograde motion. It means we're watching from a moving planet. We're watching from a moving platform, so to speak. It's just like when you're on the highway and you're passing people and they're passing you. Okay? When you pass somebody and you look at them in your rear view mirror, if you were standing still, that person would be moving backwards. But since you're watching from a moving platform, they're not moving backwards. They're moving forwards just like you are. You're just going faster than them. Same thing happens in our solar system when we are watching our planets move around. There's a thing called retrograde motion. Planets can tend to look like they're stopping, look like they're moving backwards and forwards, but they're not. It is because of our viewpoint. However, God took all this into consideration when he was creating the celestial poem, which we are now looking at. Okay, so we are in August. We're going to cruise forward. And boom. September 11th. The conception of Jesus Christ. Possibly. Jupiter hits Regulus in Leo. King, king, king. Pretty obvious sign to these magi. They're looking, and they notice this. And they find that quite striking. At this point, they realize that they need to start moving. And the days keep moving. Jupiter's cruising. And watch. Slows down. Turns around. It stops and turns around. Retrograde motion. It's going back towards the king star, Regulus. It again, a second conjunction, goes over Regulus again. This is extremely rare. Oh, slows down. Stops. Goes back over Regulus. A very small crown. It just created a crown. It made a loop over Regulus. It just crowned Regulus. Did you see that? I'm sure you did. If not, you know how to bring the little toggle back and go check it out again. So Jupiter just, watch my cursor, cruised over Regulus, stopped, came back, made a crown, and came back over again. Now, watch this. Notice, Venus is cruising close. Boom. This is the Star of Bethlehem. Venus, the mother planet, comes into conjunction with Jupiter, the king planet. Extremely bright. They don't get on top of each other, but they form sort of a figure eight. And they add light. You can even just see from your screen, that's pretty bright. That's like, this was the brightest star that anyone had ever seen in the heavens. And this is what the Magi were looking for. This is the Star of Bethlehem. And so the Magi ride towards Jerusalem. Pretty sweet. This is the poem that Jesus and his Father wrote for us to see. And if you had not seen this, if you have not gone to BethlehemStar.net to check out the facts yourself, I suggest you do. This is not my work. This is not my song. I'm just covering it. So, check it out yourself. It's fascinating stuff. It's great research from the gentleman who did so. And I give him credit. And I give glory to God who created this poem. So, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, if you've learned something, thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm just making a video, but, you know, the green bar is better than a red bar. Love you. Talk to you soon. Ciao.